Good afternoon, folks. Drew here with Parkway RV again, and today we are looking at a 2018 Montana 39-foot 3730 FL 5-slide fifth wheel for $54,900. And as y'all have heard me say in the past, I'm a big fan of fifth wheels, and I'm an even bigger fan of fifth wheels with a little bit more uncommon floor plans, and this will be an FL front living. It's about right up my wheelhouse. We'll start going around taking a look at it. And it is a UVW of 13,300. So this might be something that is exclusive to a dually. We'll see here. Plenty of straight through storage with your central vacuum. That's one thing I was going over this thing, and there's an abundance of storage on it. And also the Montana's Keystone. And if anybody knows, I have an Everest, which at that time when it was made was the sister of the Montana, and which now the Everest has become the Alpine. But I'm a big fan of how these are built. Aluminum frame, aluminum wall, or framing on the wall anyway. Walk around. And we have, sorry about that, the same more storage on this side with your wet bay. Has the 35,000 BTU Dometic furnace with a big 12-gallon, I believe that was a Suburban. Let's check it out. Yep, 12-gallon Suburban hot water heater, gas or electric. And one of the cooler features I liked on this was the in-slide storage it had back here on the back bedroom slide. And just look at all that. And the cool thing is, since this is the bedroom slide, what you're seeing right there is right underneath the bed. So anything you put under here is accessible from inside of the coach. You lift up the bed right under the bed. Plenty in there. And folks, I gotta tell you, I'm a big fan of this. I like this one a lot. This one actually seems to be in very good shape. And then of course I like fifth wheels anyway. So it works out. All right, let's go inside. And it does have the 4 seasons package, which was the higher BTU furnace and 2, I believe these were Dometics. Yes. 2 15,000 BTU Dometic ACs. And as you can see up here, here's your front living. Couches still look great. And this one has the power for the lighting and the cup holder and the power leg rest. The hideaway TV, once again the fireplace heater. And I love the layout of these. Just everything about a front living. I like a front kitchen all right, but I'm a big fan of a front living fifth wheel. Just the atmosphere of them, just something about them. I like them a whole lot better than the rear living. Just it seems like they utilize the space, especially for the kitchen, a little bit better. And with your bedroom being in the back, it seems like instead of having the bedroom in the front in the cab over, you don't get all that, you know, if you're trying to sleep, toss and turn, you don't get all that shaking and whatnot. The microwave. with a 3-burner Furrion cooktop with the range, with the big 1200 Norcold 12 cubic foot refrigerator, gas or electric. So there, Max Air vent fans, Corian countertops, and all these countertops are still beautiful. Beautiful backsplash. I always liked the Montanas. I've always said that in the Keystones, for your upper fifth wheels, that was about the most, if you want to call them a luxury fifth wheel, they're about the most affordable ones. I know they were a little bit more on the mass-produced end, but they were still a pretty good built fifth wheel. You know, there's a reason they're as popular as they are. The floor plans they have, they work. You know, the build quality, it's pretty decent build quality. And just I'm a big fan of them. All the finish work, usually it's all real wood. All the finish work is usually still perfect, still looks good. But yeah. Anyway, we'll go to the bedroom. Well, actually, we'll go, and here's another one of those features I was talking about in some of these, you know, upper model fifth wheels and everything, especially the Montanas. You have the bathroom door, which is on the hinge right there, so whenever you open it, the door doesn't come all the way out and you lose room there, and you can still walk by with the door open. It was almost kind of like a pocket door hinge. Very spacious shower, which once again, a lot of people, that was a deal breaker to them, was how big is the shower. Well, this one is big enough. Countertops, well, just like the ones in there, everything's still in great shape. I'd say good shape, but they're actually in great shape. Porcelain Dometic. Go to the bedroom. Control center for your tank tests and slides and everything. And it has the tank heaters also. That was part of the Four Seasons package, was the tank heaters and the enclosed and heated underbelly. And I'll take you around and show you some of this. And another feature I always liked about, which my Everest is like that, which my Everest is just about a 33 foot, so the storage isn't as much, but there is plenty of places to put food, anything. And I'll show you that in the bedroom too. And if you notice me being a little bit more, by the way, washer dryer hookups. If you notice me being a little bit more enthusiastic about this than I am about some of the other ones, well, you're right. If any of y'all knew my brother-in-law, you know, he was always about the vans. Love the vans. I like the vans too, personally, especially the leisure travel, stuff like that. Leisure travels, road treks. He was always about the vans. Me personally, I like the fifth wheels. I'm extremely big on the fifth wheels. I'm about like that, like he was with the vans. You know, he liked having those where you could go out and do the weekend trips, and you could go out and still hit the state parks, drive around, and basically drive it around just like you could just a passenger vehicle. And that's why he liked them. I like the fifth wheels because you get pretty much all the amenities of some of the bigger A classes you might find, something that's 39, 40 foot, which you get something that big, it might be a little bit cumbersome to get in some of the state parks. So there's a drawback to that. But usually this stuff had the amenities and the space of some of your bigger A classes or even some diesel pushers, but you were pulling it there with a truck. It wasn't a whole other engine and transmission chassis you had to take care of. You could pull it there with your truck, drop it, and then you had your fifth wheel there that you could stay in, and you still had a pickup truck where you could go into town, or you could still move around and do all that. So you didn't have to worry about a tow vehicle or anything like that. Or if you had an A class, and say if you had infant children and you'd have to take two vehicles, you know, a vehicle to take the kids with you and the truck or the motorhome, or whichever way you would do it. But with the fifth wheel, you know, it always made more sense to me to always go with the fifth wheels. But that was my little spiel on that. We'll go back here in the bedroom. King size bed. And more overhead storage. Still just plenty of, that's another reason why I always say I like the fifth wheels. It's usually the ones like this you see that, I mean, look at all that. Come on. Oops, sorry. I mean, for an 18 model, 39 foot with the front living for $54,900, I mean, that's even, you know, I'm family, and that's even a deal I about wouldn't even, you know, bother to pay for this. Compared to some of the other stuff I've seen some people buy for $54,000, I mean, this is right here is what you need. Just, I like everything about this fifth wheel. I like everything about it. And if it's something y'all like too, and you're interested in buying it, contact our salesman. And just like I say every video, if you can't come get it, we'll deliver to you nationwide. But this has been Drew at Parkway RV. Hit that like, subscribe, and we'll see you later.